There are mixed reactions in the agriculture sector about the importance of the climate crisis conversation. Some farmers are not sure what the conversation is all about, while some are worried about the future of farming.
Now it comes as the United Nations Climate Change Conference COP27 gets underway in Egypt. Kalisha Williams is covering the conference and has that story.
We are on a highway to climate hell with our foot still on the accelerator.
United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres painting a grim picture of the climate crisis at the UN Climate Change Conference COP27 in Egypt. But as the COP27 gets underway in Egypt, here in Jamaica, some people are not even sure what the climate conversation is all about. Take this farmer, for instance.
What do you know about climate change?
You know, not a lot. Not a lot. Like rain also.
Yet the agriculture sector is among the most vulnerable to the effects of climate change. In Salt Pond, St. Catherine, farmers know the effects of dry spells and flooding all too well.
And just the other day, after a few days of rainfall, and it wasn't intense with any wind or anything like that, but I mean just the rainfall, consistent rainfall, we found that everybody suffered losses because of the rainfall.
So why should people care about the effects of climate change on the agricultural sector? Well, it's because of this, food security.
This is a tough, arid land. It goes from drought, from desert like today, to freezing at night, and from dry to flood the next day. So I'm going to tell you the truth. The future of food security in Jamaica and farming is very, very dim.
So what's the future of farming in the island given the effects of climate change?
I think solar energy, because we can't continue to buy gas and use the pumps, which will, of course, the CO2 gases that affect our environment. The future is solar, and I guess with the input of, more technology in farming. If we don't have the help, though, that is where we would have a significant problem.
And it is clear that while some farmers are fully aware of the effects of climate change, others need more sensitization. So what are organizations like the Jamaica Agricultural Society doing about it?
The JAS only have one officer per parish. So that should be the plank, a real centerpiece of the rada. Which I know they have a very well-trained staff, but maybe they don't have the money to do it. So it comes back to the budgetary constraint that they face.
According to Mr. Fulton, COP27 should lead the way.
This is the purpose of COP, to find money from the wealthier countries so that we could apply and develop these concepts, these new farming systems. Take, for example, yam, one of our most prominent crops here. Do you think it is reasonable to get a 30 or 40 pounds of yam, and by so getting it, you have to use a young tree as the stick for the yam to grow on? So you're giving up a tree for 30 or 40 pounds of yam.
Now it is hoped that developing countries at COP27 will listen. Kalisha Williams, TVJ News.